As a child growing up here in Creedmoor, I rode my bike all over town. Today it's a little harder to do that because we've got more traffic.
Those who are natives of this area remember when it was, you know, they spent most of their time outdoors walking to different destinations. I've heard the expression that we've paved ourselves right out of exercise with the roadways.
Years ago, it was easier to be active. We were able to walk to the store and to school. We rode bicycles and used our cars less often to get from place to place. As communities grew, we shifted away from having homes close to town centers, and suburbs sprouted, making cars necessary. Today, walking and biking, known as active transportation, has been replaced with riding in cars. Stores and schools are built further away from homes, making us more dependent on cars than ever before. We drive and drop our kids off at school. We pick up food at the drive-thru, and we drive to the store. With the average American spending over an hour per day sitting in a vehicle, it is clear sitting is a major part of daily life. All this sitting has come at a price: obesity. With more sitting comes less physical activity, and less physical activity means extra weight. With 2/3 of adults and nearly 1/3 of children in North Carolina overweight or obese, something needs to be done. One county in North Carolina has embarked on a plan to help its residents move more and make its communities walkable and bikeable.
You know, we're also trying to help the Granville County Health Department to get people out from in front of their TVs, off the couch, out of the recliners, and get people out moving and being more healthy.
Leaders in the community are looking to help residents be more active by bringing back an emphasis on active transportation.
To start with, you start connecting destinations and getting people a way to go to where they want to go without having to get in their car, you start winning.
Even though communities want to get people outside moving more, walking and biking is unsafe in many communities where bicycle lanes and sidewalks do not exist.
People are walking along the sides of streets, and having somewhere that they can be out of traffic is a lot safer.
Leaders recognized that people will not go out and walk or bike if they cannot do it safely. Without safe and inviting places to get from place to place, people are not going to get more physically active.
If you've ever tried to walk along 56 at rush hour, it's ridiculous to drive it, much less try to walk it. And that's where all the food is, that's where community college is. And so if you're going on your lunch hour for something and you want to do it on foot, forget it.
It is critical that we create a built environment that supports activity among our residents.
One way to make safe, walkable, and bikeable places is through greenways, which are corridors to protected open space for conservation and recreation.
One of the real goals of greenways, one of the big goals of greenways, is to try to tie destinations together. You want to make the trail take you from one place that you are to another place that you want to be and back.
In 2004, Granville County received a grant from Eat Smart, Move More, North Carolina, to create a Greenway master plan.
And our county manager said, well, we need a plan. We can't apply for money for a trail. You got to have a plan first. So even if it's not a perfect plan, any plan is better than no plan. And now with a plan in place, we can have an opportunity to make improvements and adjust it as we learn more. But that plan pulls everybody in the community together that's invested in it as a focus point and gives us a jumping off point that we can move forward from.
The plan was adopted by the county and municipal commissioners in 2006. Since then, the city of Creedmoor created its own master plan. Soon after, the town of Butner began work on a master bike and pedestrian plan. Project leaders see the larger movement as a chance for residents of Granville County to get fit while living their everyday lives.
The Greenway have really meant a great deal to our community. First place, it gives the children the opportunity to move from one school to the other and won't have to come out in no traffic. Made it a little closer to move from one school. That's during the day when the schools is open. And after school, then it's open to the general public to go out and walk and get the exercise and to make them more healthy.
for people to get out and use a bike or use their feet to get from one place or another, they will do that more. And that's a key for us turning back some of the development mistakes that we've been making over the past 40-some years, the combination of creating motor vehicle dependent communities at the same time as having increased activity for kids that's based on electronic entertainment rather than getting outside and running around.
Gaining support from community residents has been crucial to getting the project off the ground.
When we explain to people and ask them to close their eyes and imagine what would this street be like if you had tree-lined sidewalks and roads, a light goes off for them. They just can see what a difference it makes, not just in the usability, but the actual curb appeal.
Even more important than support from the community is support from local decision makers and funders. Because without policies in place to support zoning and construction, greenways would not be created.
If you don't have that support at that level, then the program's not going to get feet, so to speak, and get going.
As mayor, really trying to do everything that we can to support the initiative, make sure from a policy perspective we've got things in place that will allow us to put these greenways in place, and obviously trying to find funding to build them.
Supporters of the Granville County Greenways see the project as the beginning steps to a healthier, livelier community.
I truly hope that the residents of Granville County can say, I am so glad our county and municipal commissioners supported investment in creating a network of greenways in our county, because what a difference it makes for us now. It's not easy to set aside money to invest in these kinds of projects, especially during these economic times, but if we can persist, I think we really can leave a legacy for the residents of our county that will make a huge difference in their quality of life and the appeal of the area, as well as drawing in other people to come enjoy recreation or live here because of what we have to offer. And I really hope that's what people will say.
We will be one of the outstanding towns in the state because of our new sidewalks and our greenways.
And I think that 100 years from now we'll be a healthier community. I think that if people take advantage of the ground laying work that we're doing now and don't let it die, if they continue to promote it and expand the idea and follow the dream, if you will, then I think that our children's children will look back and say thanks.
For more information on greenways in Granville County, visit granvillegreenways.org. To learn how to create more greenways in your own community, visit eatsmartmovemorenc.com.